The rain fell softly on the campus of Westbridge University, creating a gentle rhythm against the old stone buildings that had stood for over a century. Emma Hartley stood under the archway of the library, her auburn hair catching the dim light as she waited for the downpour to ease. She clutched her literature books close to her chest, thinking about the essay she needed to finish before midnight. At 21, she was in her final year, focused and determined to graduate with honors. Romance was the last thing on her mind. That's when she first saw him. Adrian Cole walked through the rain as if he didn't even notice it, his dark coat billowing slightly in the wind. He moved with a confidence that seemed almost choreographed, like he owned every space he entered. His sharp features and intense eyes gave him an air of mystery that immediately caught Emma's attention. When he looked up and their eyes met for just a brief second, something shifted in the air between them. He smiled faintly, then continued walking toward the science building. Emma felt her heart skip in a way it never had before. She told herself it was nothing, just a passing stranger. But she couldn't stop thinking about that moment for the rest of the day. The next morning, Emma sat in her favorite corner of the campus coffee shop, trying to focus on her reading. The place was crowded with students cramming for exams and others just socializing. She ordered her usual vanilla latte and settled into her routine. But then she heard a familiar voice. "Is this seat taken?" She looked up, and there he was, Adrian Cole, standing beside her table with a coffee in hand and that same faint smile on his face. Emma's throat went dry. She shook her head, unable to form words immediately. "Great," he said, sitting down across from her. "I'm Adrian. I saw you yesterday at the library. You looked like you were waiting for something important." Emma finally found her voice, just waiting for the rain to stop. "I'm Emma." "Emma," he repeated, as if testing how her name sounded. "Beautiful name. What are you studying?" "Comparative literature," she said, feeling herself relax slightly. "And you?" "Psychology," he answered. "I'm fascinated by how people think, what drives them, what breaks them." The way he said it made Emma feel slightly uncomfortable, but she brushed it off as her own nervousness. They talked for over an hour. Adrian was charming, witty, and seemed genuinely interested in everything she said. He asked about her favorite books, her childhood, her dreams for the future. Emma found herself opening up in ways she rarely did with strangers. When she mentioned she loved classic romance novels, Adrian's eyes lit up. "Ah, a romantic," he said. "Do you believe in love at first sight?" Emma laughed, feeling her cheeks warm. "I don't know. I think love takes time to build. First sight is just attraction." "Maybe," Adrian said, leaning forward slightly. "But sometimes you just know when someone is meant to be in your life. Don't you think?" The intensity in his gaze made Emma's pulse quicken. She nodded, not trusting herself to speak. From that day forward, Adrian became a constant presence in Emma's life. He would show up at the coffee shop when she was there, sit beside her in the library, walk her to her classes, even though his own were in the opposite direction. At first, Emma thought it was sweet. He was attentive, thoughtful, and made her feel like the center of the universe. Her roommate, Sophie, was thrilled for her. "You finally found someone," Sophie squealed when Emma told her about Adrian. "He sounds perfect." "He is pretty amazing," Emma admitted, though a small voice in the back of her mind whispered caution. She ignored it. 2 weeks later, Adrian asked Emma on a proper date. He took her to an expensive Italian restaurant downtown, the kind of place Emma had never been able to afford on her student budget. He ordered wine, made her laugh with stories about his childhood in Europe, and held her hand across the table. Under the candlelight, he looked almost ethereal. "I've never met anyone like you, Emma," he said softly.
Real.
"You're genuine,
I feel the same way
real.
about
Everyone else is so fake, so shallow. But you're different." Emma felt her heart swell. "I feel the same way about you." That night, when he walked her back to her dorm, he kissed her gently under the streetlight. It was perfect, like something out of the novels she loved. Emma felt like she was floating. The relationship moved quickly after that. Within a month, Adrian had given Emma a key to his apartment, a sleek, modern space on the edge of campus. He told her he wanted her to feel at home there, that his space was her space. Emma was touched by the gesture and started spending most of her nights there. But then, small things began to change.